On this channel, we've done a few rankings, but I do not believe up to this point I have ranked Batman Arkham boss fights. Now, there's a bunch of them in here, so we're going to try to go through this relatively quickly, but, we're still going to try to give decent reasoning as to why I rank these things the way they are. Now, there's quite a few tiers here, so it's going to be very touch and go here for a bit, but we're going to roll with it. Starting off with Batman Arkham Asylum Titan Joker. Awful. Just straight up awful. Do I even need to explain that one? Can I just move on? I think I can just move on. Victor Zsasz. It was a tutorial boss, so I'm going to put it in bad, just because it was a tutorial. If it wasn't a tutorial, then I would have put it in awful. The Titan, again, it was a tutorial, so I'll put it in fine, I guess. Just because when these tutorial bosses come around, I'm not as harsh on it because they're teaching you something. So, it's fine. Arkham Asylum Scarecrow. Okay, now this might seem a bit controversial. These are good. I'm going to put it in pretty good. Because, here's the thing. To me, it's not one of those best of the best type ones. Because you don't get to put your hands on the actual enemy in itself. But this is more of a psychological one. And the world themselves are built very well. They're designed very well. I don't know. It's just the same thing over and over again. I guess they add little bits to it each time to make it more difficult, but it's pretty good. It's not like up here, not in my opinion. I can't even tell what this. Oh, Batman Arkham Asylum Bane. Not very good. Not very good. And the only reason why I say that is because he's basically a Titan, but Bane is meant to be so much more than that. Because of who Bane is. Bane is capable of so much more. I know he's a moron in the Arkham universe, but he's still capable of a lot more than just your basic Titan. At least in my opinion. The Victor Zsasz with the Dr. Young. That's a boss fight. You're going down to awful, because it was just one button. The Harley Quinn. This was... You know what? I kind of like the whole scene. I'm going to go not very good, because you don't really take on Harley Quinn. But the fight with those goons with like the electrical pads and stuff in Batman Arkham Asylum, I actually kind of liked it. So that bumps it up to a not very good for me personally. And by the way, if you guys disagree with any of these, let me know down in the comments below. I'm very willing to have a conversation with you. Because to be in the best of the best category, like there's only like a couple that's like best of the best. Like you have to be elite. The Double Titan in the in the gardens in Batman Arkham Asylum. This, I'm going to put it fine, I guess. It's not anything special. It's just 2 Titans now instead of 1. Nothing really too crazy there. Nothing to write home about. Killer Croc Sewer. You know what? I'm going to put it in pretty good. It was, again, it was something different. It was a good change up. But not just that, but like, because you had to be very careful with your speed in this. Otherwise, Croc could just jump up and kill you without notice. But I thought this was a very interesting one. You had to go collect spores, and as you're doing that, you need to be on guard the entire time. So it's pretty good, actually. This is the... I don't know what you call it. It's like when you're in like the little caged octagon type space, almost like a UFC octagon. You're locked in there with a Titan and some goons, and there's like 3 rounds of it. Because of how tight of a space it is, too, it does give you a bit of issues. So I'm going to put it... It's fine. It's fine. Like, it's... Actually, no. Pretty good. Just because of the tight space you're in. I like the concept. The Poison Ivy fight. I'm kind of on the fence with this one. I'm going to say it's fine. I don't want to be too harsh on these. But I'm just going to say it's fine. Just... Because you know what? It was a bit challenging, I remember, when I first played the game. I didn't understand the whole vines and stuff. It took me a little bit to figure it out. And not just that, but like Ivy, those fireballs when you first play can be extremely difficult that she fires at you too. So it's fine, but it's nothing amazing. It's either not very good or fine, but this is like the final Titan boss right before you fight Titan Joker when you meet up with him. Not very good. Because it's the same thing as the Botanical Gardens, but with more goons. It's kind of just a repeat, so not very good. This is the Sickle guy from Batman Arkham City. Him and his brother, the Bronovich twins. I don't know. I don't want to just put them all in like fine, but it's fine. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give the this twin here pretty good, just because he was the first one to do it, and then when you face it the second time, it's not as big of a deal. At least not in my opinion. So I this is where I'm gonna put that one. The Titan from Batman Arkham City, the one that looks like Bane, the one that Penguin drops down on you. I don't know. See, I don't want to just like put all these in like the middle of the road, but this one is fine because it's the first time facing a Titan in Batman Arkham City. It's not like you're fighting a Titan from Batman Arkham Asylum, so yeah, I'll go right there. Solomon Grundy. This one's pretty good. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna put it in a lot of fun actually, because Solomon Grundy even today sometimes does still give me a good run for my money. So I'm gonna put it in a lot of fun because it does still give me sub challenges even today, even though I've practiced it a lot. Poison Ivy from Batman Arkham City. This one's not. This one's bad. I'm gonna put it in bad, just because the fight itself isn't really that difficult. You're just taking on like regular thugs as Catwoman, and I hate using Catwoman as well, so that puts it in bad for me. The Ra's al Ghul fight, I'm gonna put it in so good. This is such a good boss battle, man. Seeing Ra's al Ghul kind of like, he attacks you and then he disappears and you're taking on those sand thugs. And then eventually when he turns into like that big, I don't even know what you would call it, the big sand guy with like the reinforcement wall around him and you have to use the electrical charge gun. But yeah, this one was so good. It's a lot of fun. Even today, it could sometimes still give me trouble if I'm not minding my P's and Q's at all times. Yeah, it's a very good one. I did not mean to do that. There we go. Mr. Freeze. This is going in the best of the best. Because Mr. Freeze, even today, is not someone you could just cakewalk. Because sometimes I'll be playing this one and I'll kind of forget, wait, what else is there for me to do? I forget what else I need to do with this one. Yeah, it's a 1v1, and he can turn around and catch you off guard and kill you in an instant. So this one is like the best of the best with like one or two other ones. The Clayface, like, Joker, but it's not Clayface, it's just, like, Joker that we think is Joker. Not very good, because I don't really consider it much of a boss battle. He kind of goes down like a regular thug. And then it's just a fight with a Titan and one of the Abramovich twins. Nothing really too crazy. Clayface, I'm going to put it in a lot of fun. Because he's not someone that you can just go up and punch. You have to use your freeze grenades, you have to dodge all of his different varying types of attacks, and then you get to chop him up, and then when you go into the, when you fall into, like, the Lazarus Pit area, and there's a bunch of these mini thugs while he's throwing up at you, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'll give it that. Oh, jeez, I really gotta stop doing that. Actually, that's fine. Two-Face with Catwoman. You know what? As much as I don't like Catwoman, I'm just gonna put this in not very good. Just because Two-Face is kind of challenging to get to because of all the thugs that he has around him. And also Catwoman still's not great. But it's not very good, but it is challenging enough. So I'll put it in not very good. Next up, Mad Hatter from Batman Arkham City. Is this considered a boss fight? I mean, it's not much of one, not in my opinion at least. But if you want to just look at it for what it is, it's bad. I've never been a fan of Mad Hatter missions to begin with, but it's not just that, but it's just not a very challenging battle. You beat up some, normal thugs, and as you're doing it, you punch Mad Hatter whenever he appears. It's bad. For a boss fight, it's bad. Next up here, so I'm trying to look at what it is. Oh, Riddler. Ooh. As a boss fight, I'm also going to put this at... It's either bad or not very good. As a Riddler boss, he's bad, because it's one button. But I like the room itself, though, with the bombs, and you have to, walk around it. I like that in itself, but that's not really a boss fight. Deadshot, awful. Deadshot was awful. You sneak underneath him and press one button. Awful. Harley Quinn, I'm going to put this at bad as well. I'm going to be honest, it's not that hard. You just beat up robots that basically go down like regular thugs. And then you go after Harley Quinn. Not really anything too difficult. Next up here, is this a Titan? I'm assuming from Harley Quinn's Revenge. Not very good. Not very good. The fight's not that difficult, to be honest with you. Killer Croc from Batman Arkham Origins. Now, here's the thing, right? Killer Croc in this game goes down like one of those armored thugs. You press B to stun and then you spam X. But because it's a tutorial, I'm going to put it at pretty good. Just because it's a tutorial. I'm going to be a little bit more lenient on it. And also throwing batarangs to make the explosions. That whole thing was really cool, so I'll give it that. That looks like Black Mask from Batman Arkham City. I don't even remember this one. But I remember it was not good. But I don't even... Nah, awful. You go into awful straight away. Electrocutioner. Up there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? Deathstroke. Yep, you're going best of the best. That 1v1 battle, especially the first time you play it, is really good. Nowadays, I don't find him challenging in the least, but he's definitely much more challenging than any basic thug. You do still have to mind your P's and Q's, but nowadays I don't take a lot of damage. But then again, you could say that about any of these. So if you're just going based off how good the fight is itself, yeah, him and Mr. Freeze are like best of the best when it comes to boss fights. Next up here, I can't even tell who that is. That Brandon? Awful. None of the cops gave you that much trouble in Batman Arkham Origins. Copperhead? Okay. Copperhead was kind of challenging at certain times. But it was also very annoying. It was a worse version of the Ra's al Ghul from Batman Arkham City. This was bad. I've always hated this one. Always. And okay. This is Bane. I'm assuming from Batman Arkham Origins. Not on the roof. Wait. Oh no, on the rooftop. Right? Because this is the Panopticon. This is the TN1 version of Bane. And I don't see another version of Bane on my screen. So I'm just gonna go off the rooftop sequence one. I like this one. This one's pretty good. Very entertaining. You know, Bane, you have to get out of the way. When that man charges at you, you get out of the way. And you don't have very much room to work with either. So that's what makes this one better than the Panopticon one, in my opinion. You have a lot less room to work with, and you have to be able to dodge his sprinting at you at all times. As well as find times to attack him without his goons attacking you, because it's such an enclosed space. Firefly, this one's fine. That's what I've actually said recently. That like Firefly's fine. Nothing too crazy. You dodge his fire and then you spam him with glue grenades. Not really anything too crazy about him. This is the Panopticon Bane. Okay, I'm gonna put this one in fine, right? Because this version was better just because it was a more enclosed space. And this is the rooftop one, I'm assuming. So the Panopticon one's fine, just because there's more room to work with. It's not as challenging the second time around. Not in my opinion, at least. TN1 Bane, okay. I don't know if this is controversial or not, but TN1 Bane's actually just, like, one of my favorites for some reason. I think it's because when I was a kid, I just love trolling him. Like, I love getting in front of him and see how long I can run away from him for before he catches up to me. And also, throwing glue grenades at him was just so funny. This one I had a lot of fun with. I'm going to put... That's just personal preference there. But I'm going to put it in a lot of fun. Joker, if you're just talking in terms of a boss fight, it's awful. In terms of a scene, it's very impactful, but in terms of a boss fight, we're going based off boss fights. This is awful. Deadshot, this one is best of the best. This one's best of the best as well. These three are my favorite boss fights in the entire series. They're the best ones. And like TN1 Bane is also... like one of my favorites as well, but it's just not as difficult. To a point, at least. But Deadshot's is extremely tricky because of his ability to ricochet shots. You have no idea if he's going to aim the gun at you. As well as, Deadshot's goons being around him constantly make it hard to get near him. And the fact that the goons respawn when you take them out just makes everything so much more tricky. So, yeah, best of the best for sure. Shiva, not very good. I just didn't care for her. Very forgettable. And when you do fight her, she's not that hard. Roman Sionis, awful. I don't know. I feel like I'm being way too hard on these. Like, I'm saying that most of these boss fights are average or below average, but they're just... I don't know. I think it's just because as boss fights, a lot of these aren't even really boss fights. I don't know. Anarchy as a boss fight? Bad. It's not that great. I I don't know. Not really, like, there's not really a lot I could say about that. Mad Hatter from Batman Arkham Origins, again, this is bad because it's not really a boss fight like that. It's more of like the psychological battle, like I had mentioned earlier. Bird, again, this is bad. He's just one of Bane's thugs, and it doesn't even make sense to go after him after you've completed the main story. I've actually never played the Shiva with Bruce Wayne. So to keep it completely objective, I've heard this one's a lot better than the one in the main story. So I'm going to put it in pretty good. I've never played it, but I'm just going to put it there, middle ground, just to be fair and objective. This is Mr. Freeze from Batman Arkham Origins. Okay, this one is not as good as the boss fight from Batman Arkham City. This is like from the Cold Cold Heart DLC, if you remember. This one's not as good in my opinion. It's just not as many avenues to take him down. It's a lot more like you have to like be at very specific spots at very specific moments, and you can't just track them. You can't like lure them into your traps as you please. Not really. So I'm gonna give it fine, but the one in Batman Arkham City is so much better in my opinion. Oh, this is the helicopter from Batman Arkham Knight, the tank battle. This one's fine because it's a tutorial. It's not that hard to beat him, but it shows you how to take on helicopters up in the sky and such. It's something different. I'll put it in fine. Scarecrow, he's not a boss. He's not a boss. Not like that. This is like the ending sequence, I'm assuming, when his identity gets revealed. Joker, again, like from Batman Arkham Knight. You know what? This one I'll give bad. I really like the scenery in this one, but it's not difficult. It's like fighting regular thugs. There's nothing crazy. Riddler from Batman Arkham Knight. This one's actually pretty good. I actually had a bit of difficulty with this one. I know I'm going to sound very, like, you know, critical, but the thing is, in order to get up here, you can't just beat any boss fight. You have to be, like, top tier compared to the rest of them, especially. Riddler's is pretty good, though. I had a lot of fun with it because it wasn't easy. And beating him up after collecting all those trophies felt so satisfying. That's not really a factor in putting him pretty good. I just like the fight. The Cobra tanks. Is this like the Arkham Knight one? Or is this just any regular Cobra tank? Cobras? Don't like them. Awful. Hated them. They were a pain. It just felt like filler, and it felt like a hassle in the game. Deathstroke of Batman Arkham Knight? Awful. It should have been a hand-to-hand fight, to be honest with you. Should have been hand-to-hand. And if it was, we could have gotten this one, V2. This is like the Arkham Knight down in like the sewer when he's in that big black thing and he ends up crashing the Batmobile. He reveals he knows your identity. I like this. I like this part of the game, actually. I like it. I'm going to put it in not very good. But I do, like, I always get nervous playing this one, though. Because it always seems like he's like right on my heels and he's about to catch me. So I'm going to put it in not very good as a boss, but it does have some potential there, so I kind of like it. Red Hood, or Jason at the very end. You know what? This kind of reminds me of the Deadshot one from Batman Arkham Origins. Only difference being is that there are thugs that you can't even see on detective mode, so you don't even know who's near you or around you. I'm going to put this in a lot of fun. Actually, no, I'm going to put it... I'm going to put it in so good. I like this boss battle a lot. Because you have to be so careful minding your P's and Q's at all times. One shot and you're dead. Not to mention the amount of thugs that are in the room and you have to sneak past Jason's sights. Plus all like the sentry guns and such. Yeah, this one gives you a good run for your money. I'm going to put it in so good. I don't know if that's controversial or not, but... Harley Quinn from the studios. There wasn't anything crazy from the studios, if I remember correctly. It's not really a... I'm going to put it in bad. Nothing really special to write here. Johnny Charisma. This guy, you know what? I like the song that Joker sang to us, but no, it's one button prompt. As a boss, it's awful. Albert King, this one's actually pretty good. This one's actually pretty good, because you can't stay in range rooms too long, otherwise he'll hit you with those vicious jabs, because remember, he was a boxer. And I liked the, like the scene that we're in, like the... I don't even know what you call it, like the room that we're in. Like, it's very nicely detailed. That doesn't factor into this, but I do like that. Along with the other thugs, you can do dual team takedowns on them. In fact, I think that's the only way to get them is dual team takedowns. But you have to be very careful around him. So I'm going to put him in pretty good. It's actually fun. Harvey Dent. So this is like that, the robbery side mission in Batman Arkham Knight with the banks. I like that side mission, but I'm gonna put it as bad for a boss fight. It's not that good. He's basically just a regular thug. But I will say I did really like that side mission. If you were to ask me about the side missions, this would be a different ranking. And I will do one on the side missions if you guys want me to. I think I've done pretty much all of them. Oh, I did not mean to do that. There we go. Yeah. Okay, actually, you know what? Let me scroll that down just a little bit. Oh, I see. You won't be able to see the pictures, but don't worry, I'll go through it with you here. Okay. Next up, we have Pig. There. Scroll that down just a little bit. Oh, you know. Oh, I know why. I know why. There we go. You know, I'll move one of these up just so you guys can see it. Which one should we move up here, do we think? I'll move Johnny Charisma up. He is supposed to be an awful, but this is just so you guys can see. So I can't really put anyone awful. Because I want you guys to be able to see the pictures. Pig. This one's pretty good. It's a different one. Like, the guys that I'm fighting can't really feel pain like that, so it's a lot trickier to take them out. Pig's hard to get to as well. Like, he will throw knives your way. He will not let you get close. It takes you a minute to figure out how to fight him, so I'm going to put him in pretty good. Deacon Blackfire, bad. Do I need to explain? It's a button after you fight some goons. Bad. Firefly. I'm assuming this is the Firefly from Batman Arkham Knight. Because I already did Batman Arkham Origins, I think. Yeah. This one's bad as well. You do chase him in the Batmobile. And, like, that's a bit different. I like it, but it's just not great, in my opinion. Next up here, is this like the very opening guy of the game whose wrist you break? Well, I want to put in awful, but I don't have any more room, so let's put it in bad, I guess. This, same thing. Those run the road missions are awful. Penguin, again, another bad one. Like, I don't even need to explain these ones at this point. This one I can't even really see. Oh, this is the Nightwing. When you fight Nightwing as Harley Quinn. Bad. These ones are all pretty bad, to be honest. I can't even tell what this one is supposed to be here. Is this that, oh, the Robin mission in Batman Arkham Knight. Yeah, bad. I don't even, like, do I need to explain myself on these? You know what? I like the Joker one. I'm gonna put it in fine. I think it's fine, but there's nothing really crazy to write home about here. But you do have to take on the both of these, and then Joker ends up escaping, which, shock. But yeah, I'm gonna put it in fine. Mad Hatter, again, I'm not a fan of Mad Hatter missions. It's not a boss fight, not in my opinion. Killer Croc. Oh, you know. Oh, I see. It's Black Mask. Oh, bad, bro. All these are bad. I swear. The Killer Croc one from Batman Arkham Knight, this one is, I'm going to put it in pretty good. It's a pretty good fight, actually. You know, the dual team takedowns you have to do on him. He's big. You really got to stay out of that guy's way. As well as you're in a pretty small space. And the backstory behind Killer Croc was so sad in this one. I kind of felt bad. But, guys, this is my tier list. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. Let me know what you agree or disagree on. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next video. I got some great content coming, so make sure you guys stay tuned. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more. Peace.